Good evening and welcome back to another episode of the Black Man Can, a channel where masculinity is affirmed and supported, where we men come to tackle the challenges of modern day society and with our women, and most of all, a channel that focuses on us striving to become the best version of ourselves. Notice, ladies, this is a men's channel, so you are welcome to come here, but do not come for me. I will not go back and forth with you about a difference of opinion. Last but not least, please like the channel, share the channel, hit the bell notification, subscribe, so anything new or any videos I bring, you'll be aware and up to date about. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into this one. This one is going to be kind of spicy, but it's just real talk. Why are less men getting married than ever today? This was something I got into a discussion with a few brothers a few weeks ago, and I was asking a lot of men who were married, who weren't married, who had girlfriends, who were casually dating. I went through the whole gambit to get everybody's view. And these were some of the reasons brothers told me why they were hesitant, the ones who weren't married, the ones who were in long-term relationships, and the ones who were married, what brought them forward. Before we even get into this, let me say that I traditionally think that marriage is definitely affirmative for family, for raising kids, but you do take a big risk coming into that union if things don't go well. So these are some of the reasons why people in this day and age dealing with modern women, as far as the men, are reluctant to do so. Number one, divorce court and family court. Marriage is a legal document which binds you and the other person together in the eyes of the church, the state, the world, the country, and they're easy to get in, but very difficult to get out. And when you are getting out, if unfortunately it doesn't work, the parameters greatly benefit the woman over the man, especially in cases of child custody, alimony, if you're making the lion's share of the money, and child support. Another thing is 4 out of 5 divorces are initiated by the woman. And in this country, marriage chances are 50-50. And with black couples, they are 70% failure rate. So that's a lot of risk for a man who's got his life together, who's trying to start a family, and he really is reluctant in a lot of situations. And in Western society, the woman is just given protections that the men are not given. And unless the woman is the breadwinner of the family, which is a whole nother story, you take a chance of losing half of anything you've built prior to the relationship and during the relationship. More importantly, you will lose major access to your children if things don't work out. Every man who's gone through divorce, who had children with the woman, knows unless the woman is a crackhead or has some serious mental challenges, she's going to get them babies. And you'll be lucky if you're seeing them every other weekend. So, first thing is divorce court, family court. The challenges of that make men very scared. Second thing, single mothers. You ain't never going to be first for nothing. You know, not for her virginity, obviously, because most of these girls done lost their virginity by the time they done with high school or before. And nowadays, you at least want to be the first for something, especially the first to have a child with a woman. So if you both have children and you want to do the blended family thing and have other children, that's different. But most men without kids don't desire to be stepdads. They want to have their own family. It's almost like lions. You know, when a lion takes over and dominates another lion, he kills the cubs because he wants his own bloodline, his own legacy. It ain't about nothing against children or another woman's child. It's just not yours. And more importantly than that, if things don't work out after you've bonded with this little boy or girl, you done spent all this money on popcorn and treats and done all these things for their child, gave you time and resources, yo, she wants to leave you. You have no access to that child because they're not biologically yours. So single mothers, that is a thing where a lot of men are like, yo, hey, I'll date one, I'll be with one, but maybe I'm slow to get married to that kind of situation. Number 3, too masculine. You know, a lot of sisters can be argumentative, combative, and want to debate with you about everything, quick to get into arguments. That's just the nature of the modern woman now. And I think to a large degree, with women making so many strides in the business world and college and doing their thing, which I applaud, there becomes this confusion that money and degrees validate what kind of man they should have. And men know that they don't care anything about a woman's degree. If a man's got his life together, he's not concerned with your MD, PhD, Esquire, none of that. That is not what brought him to you. I've never met a man say, ooh, look at the Esquire on her. Look at the PhD on her, boy. Woo-wee. No, okay? So men do not like the masculine side that has come with all the achievement with women. Men still want peace, cooperation, caring, femininity, and that ain't it. So the masculine side of women has kind of taken men aback, and real men who have a sense of self-worth, they don't play that. They don't want to be talked to like a child. So the masculine energy that women sometimes give makes men reluctant to want to commit. Number 4, lacking examples of spouses, whether it be wives or husbands. 70% of our children are being raised in a single parent household. Excuse me. So for the last at least 2 generations, you talking about a lot of men who being raised by their mama, a lot of girls being raised by their mama with no man around. So there's no direct example of what a wife is supposed to look like, what a husband's supposed to look like. So what happens is you have these combative relationships because people don't know how they're supposed to treat one another because they haven't seen it. So that is a big problem within our community and with our families, and what makes men reluctant now to want to go and deal with that, because you're stepping into the unknown, and you really find out once you commit and are living with somebody and got that paperwork. Number 5, overweight. Another issue that plagues both men and women. But the difference is a person can change their weight. They can't change their height, okay? So I recommend, sisters, that you want to be married, you want to be in a committed relationship. If you overweight, sis, work on your body. It can be done. There's an old saying, yo. It's hard being single. It's hard being married. It's hard being fat. It's hard being in shape. Choose your hard, okay? But if you want to be married as a black man, get on your weight, brother. If you a woman, get on your weight. Because that's another thing where people are like, yo, man, I don't want to deal with that, because it also causes health risks down the road. Okay? You're not taking care of your weight and your body. That's an automatic health risk, flashing light coming at you. All right? Number 6, false advertising and habituation. Now, we'll deal with each one by one because it's kind of a group thing. Habituation is basically the concept that you kind of lose that thrill because you're with somebody every day and every night. You walking in the bathroom after they just walked out taking a shit. Their makeup and tampons all over the place. Your mess is all over the place. It's not the same as when you see each other a couple of days a week and you go back to your place, I go back to mine. You get to build up that missing, that yearning and all that. Now you're in each other's face all the time. You got bills together all the time. You got kids to take care of if you have children. All these things kind of suck away at your sexy bond for each other. So habituation kicks in, and fake advertising is basically like, yo, people audition better than they play the role. So it's like, yo, when you the girlfriend, boyfriend, you getting more sex, you getting more respect, you getting more attention, you getting more lovey behavior. And then next thing you know, you commit and you getting talked to all crazy. Men are very reluctant to deal with that. Now, I'm sure women are too. And number 7, the ugly truth. Fellas, some of y'all may disagree with this, but yo, no woman really wants to go 50-50 with you. Or nothing. 50-50 is for roommates, not for marriage. And I know some of y'all fellas gonna be like, look, yeah, you don't understand, man. Yo, it's hard. I know it's hard, brother. You don't understand, yo, my girl. I know black women making more money than a lot of y'all, but you know what? That don't mean you can't make your money work. That don't mean you can't make sure you handling a lion's share of stuff. Because I'm telling you right now, a woman is greatly masculated when she has to be under pressure and has to be working all these hours and doing all these things. And if she's gonna be having babies for you, you're gonna have to take that into account. You ain't necessarily gotta be paying 100%, but you might want to get to 70%. Like, I'll tell you one thing with me, yo. If a woman living with me, I'm already paying I'm paying all the bills to begin with. But if I can't afford them all, I'm definitely paying that mortgage, that rent. because I want to have that as a man to hold on to. Once she's paying all, women handle power differently than men. It's an old saying, a man with money can take a broke woman and make her a queen. A woman with money won't even talk to a broke man. And it was true back when it was said, and it's true now. So that's just the ugly truth of it all, brothers. Women got standards, and like I said, so should you. So to wrap it up, the last thing I want to get into, because I don't want to leave us on a Debbie Downer here trying to say that the sisters ain't got it together. I think it goes both ways, but these are the things that men are slow to marry because of. And as a man, I would tell you, if you're looking to get married, you want to find somebody who's got more of a consistent personality, a woman who's more understanding, a woman who shares some of your values, if not most of your values, someone who's intellectually connected with you. If all she can talk about is celebrities and gossip and makeup, brother, you're spinning your wheels. You want somebody you can talk about politics, you can talk about intergalactic spiritual stuff. You want somebody like that. Class. You want somebody with some class, who's not trying to get attention, be flamboyant, act the fool all the time. And last, you want somebody that's brutally honest and will tell you when you're wrong and help make you a better man. These are the kind of traits we are looking for in women, all right? So to totally recap and make it quick, these were the 7 things that make men more reluctant to get married. 1, divorce court, family court. When men go through divorce, it is a death. It is a death of 2 families being connected with friends and extended thing, and it is hard. And then on top of that, you got to worry about having to pay child support out of your pocket. You're going to have to possibly pay alimony. And if you have built anything, she's going to be entitled to half of it, especially if you're the one that's been paying most of the bills. That's a scary thing to think about because you never know when a person going to flip on you. All right. So divorce court, family court was number 1. Number 2, single mothers. Most men without kids aren't looking for a woman with kids. They want to raise their own. They want to have their own with you. And more importantly, they want to be the first one to have the child with you because they most likely ain't going to be the one to take your virginity. That's going to happen 10, 20, 30 dudes before you, unfortunately. Number 3, too masculine. A lot of women want to find areas to debate. Everything is an argument. Everything is combative. And that is a turnoff for a lot of dudes. They like, yo, I can deal with this with my woman from day to day, but do I want to take that on 7 days a week? That kind of disharmony? Number 4, lack of examples of wives and husbands, because it can float towards the men too, but we dealing with the men. Yo, she doesn't know anything from her mama because her mama wasn't a wife. Her grandmama wasn't a wife. And now you expect her to be this Miss Holly homemaker for you. Brother, that's probably not how it's going to go down. All right. Number 5, overweight. This not only is a physically unattractive thing to a lot of men. Yes, you have men who have a fetish for big girls. I even can appreciate a big girl if it's distributed right. But the fact of the matter is, not only is it bad for the woman on the marketplace and not attractive to men, it is bad for your health long term. So men and women, if you are overweight, morbidly obese, that is something you need to work on ASAP. Okay, especially if you want to be married. Number 6, false advertising and habituation. A lot of times, sisters can play the role as a girlfriend better than they will as a wife because once they got the title, they get secure, they get lazy, and men do the same thing too. Moreover, habituation, the fact that you're around each other every day, 7 days a week, it's coming out the bathroom after number 2s, makeup, mess. You get to see it all. And sometimes people can lose the level of attraction that they once had. Last thing is the ugly truth. She don't want to go 50-50 with you, dog. I'm sorry. 50-50, that's why you hear women talking partners. Dog, if you looking for a wife, you ain't looking for no partner. I don't want no partner. Real kings want queens. Partner is somebody I go invest on and trying to do a house over again. We put our money together to build some kind of business. I can do that with a dude. So I'm not looking for a partner. Dudes looking for wives. Brother, 50-50 is going to be 100% power for the woman. You're going to be sitting down there with a man cave. And to me, I hate the word man cave. Because it's like, yo, I got to find this little hole, little cubby hole for me to go and be great in. So that was the 7 things. And the last thing, what to look for if you want to get married: consistent personality, understanding, compromises to you, has same values as you, intellectually connected. Y'all got common things. You can talk about things, has class, and can be honest with you. So these are some of the reasons why brothers are reluctant to get married. And these are some of the things, brothers, if you're looking to get married, you should be looking for in a woman. And it's probably going to be a part 2 to this because there's a lot more. But at this point, I wanted to give you all a little bit of info for the day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, please share. 5 people. I need y'all to give me 5 people to come over to the Instagram and join the channel. It's public. BlackManCan 2022. And on YouTube, the BlackManCan. Come support. We getting it pumping. And as we get more stuff, the content is going to be rolling. My fault I left y'all for a couple days, but we're going to be back. BlackManCan. And if you didn't know, you better ask somebody. Peace.